Stuff. Yeah, this one does kind of hurt. Um, I mean, he is probably the most. I know, isn't that wild? I gotta write this one joke I wrote about it. If Hulk Hogan is cremated, he'll be black. You know, what, you know, what kind of, let's see if we can do this. No. No. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was going to try and pull up a picture of Hulk Hogan, but that ain't happening. Yes, 100%. 100%. So I win in the game of life. Hulk Hogan blocked me on Twitter. Who won that battle? Hey, a green screen, the beach. Let's see if I can. Let's see. This might take a second. Hold on. Sorry, I was trying to find a picture of me and Hulk Hogan. But what are you going to do? Sad day in pro wrestling. And he had his out of the ring drama, but you need mods. I have several mods. Yes, I've got construction going on across from me, next to me, and behind me. By the way, Hi-Fi, I got your message. Tuesday nights are my hockey league, but I do have a Tuesday night, I think in about 2 weeks, that I don't have a game that particular night. So, let's talk later. But yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan, iconic. Maybe the most well-known wrestler ever. I mean, certainly The Rock is famous. John Cena, Steve Austin, Ric Flair, Sting. But even non-wrestling fans know the name Hulk Hogan. And although his movie career, say, isn't as big as The Rock's, certainly, I mean, the name Hulk Hogan is iconic. I mean, he's definitely on most people's Mount Rushmore. Even if you don't like him, it's certainly a name you can't deny the impact on the business. I mean, he was the quintessential 80s pro wrestling face and the 90s quintessential pro wrestling heel. Not many people can say that. Usually you're known as a heel or a face, and like Sting is known pretty much as a lifetime face. Oh yeah, it will be interesting to see how the WWE handles and really AEW as well. I mean, there's a lot of WWE people who work in AEW, so it's going to be very, very interesting how they um, portray this. You know, he was not a well liked guy behind the scenes. Fans, we all love him because we don't have to see the bullshit behind the scenes. But it will absolutely be a iconic um, loss in the world of professional wrestling. 100% Colt. See, I'm on it. I'm on it. Yeah, Ozzy Hogan. I mean, Keith Richards still living. Like, this guy. You talk about iconic. I mean, it's unbelievable. Really not surprising. No, I loved Ozzy, and I will always listen to his music. But you know, it's pretty amazing he lived to 76. And Hogan at 71 with what he did to his body. I mean, pro wrestlers, what they do to their bodies is basically like human torture. It's the constant bumps, the, the, the concussions, your body just aches. And, you have to look good still for the most part, unless being a slob is your character. Hulk Hogan, okay, you don't want to lift as much anymore, Hulk. Well, we got this guy named the Ultimate Warrior. He looks a lot bigger than you. He's the guy. Um, and then, okay, Hulk or Ultimate Warrior, you don't want to like be as big as you used to be. We got this guy Kerry Von Erich. They're so replaceable. So it's very the pressure that these guys are under to make their bodies look like they look is like astronomical, and it's probably still that way to this day. Look at Kenny Omega. You don't think he's under pressure to look as good as he used to 5 years ago, and many other wrestlers. You look at MJF. He's not even 30 yet, and he's broken down a little bit. So yeah, pro wrestling's fake and all that stuff, but it's still like there's injuries. There's more injuries in pro wrestling than there is NFL football. So I don't know. 71. I'm gonna guess a heart attack, but I don't know. I don't know. So um, hold on. I'm gonna see if we can do this real fast. The screen might go blank for a second, but it'll be worth it. See how this works. Fuck yeah. How's that, brother? We'll do this. Hey, brother. Hey. So, yeah, it's really not surprising that he. It's really more a miracle he lived till he was 71. So that's me backstage at WrestleMania. This is the WrestleMania where Hulk Hogan saved Eugene. No, I just had curly hair for a very long time. I still have it. I don't think I could grow my hair out like that again, but and shout out to Bubba the Love Sponge. I guess he was right. Hello. So many of our yeah. Well, you gotta understand. Like I'm 56, so that's old um, by some people's minds. So the people that I grew up watching are at least 10 to 20 years older than me. So Hulk Hogan, 71, it's really, um, it's in you know the amount of roids he did in his life, and coke, and the booze, and probably whatever other drugs he did. You know, it's not really that surprising he's dead. Um, you know, and the same thing with Ozzy. I mean, Ozzy, you got to figure Ozzy probably started drinking at 13, 14 years old. Let's say 15 is when he started drinking and cigarettes and all that stuff, weed. You know, for 62 years of his life, he's put substances in his body. It's really not, like I said with Hogan, it's really more a miracle he lived to 76. Uh, so, yeah, shout out to R.I.P. Thunder. I mean, listen, Stallone's getting up there, Schwarzenegger's up there. Um, you know, if you're a fan of anything from the 80s, you know, Gene Simmons is in his 70s, Paul's in his 70s. Ace and Peter, I think Peter's almost closer to 80. So, you know, it's really quite, um, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, we're going to start losing people for that. You know, Ric Flair, I mean, look at Ric Flair and all the health problems he's had lately. Um, you know, not looking good. And Flair partied hard. So, you know, and, you know, you look at, you know, people from, you know, Iron Maiden, you know, those guys aren't exactly spring chickens. You know, Judas Priest, I mean, how's Rob Halford? Um, so, yeah, definitely a sad week for, you know, people from the 80s. Um, didn't Chad just get out Ric Flair's number? You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, um, about Chad giving out Ric Flair's phone number. I mean, it does sound like something Chad would do, to be honest with you, but I think Chad said that Ric Flair goes to his gym or something, so I don't know. You know, but definitely, you know, a sad, sad day for pro wrestling fans. Um, and, you know, so many iconic matches, you know. I mean, the heel turn, the NWO, I mean, that's wrestling 9/11 right there. So, you know, in the match with Warrior at WrestleMania, um, you know, one of the great wrestling matches of all time, which is kind of ironic because those two are probably the two worst technical wrestlers of all time. Yeah, the guy from Golden Earring, the guitar player and singer, he died. So, you know, that's you know not a. I think he died like the same day as Ozzy. So that's kind of like when Eric Carr died the same day as Freddie Mercury. It's, man, you talk about bad timing. But you know, Golden Earring, like you know, Radar Love and Twilight Zone. I mean, those are iconic '80s songs. So you know, been a rough week for the '80s, man. Um, you know, so we'll hopefully not lose any more people this week. Yeah, I mean, there's so many Hulk Hogan matches. You know, Hogan versus the Giant, Hogan and Savage, Hogan and Warrior, Hogan and Sting. You know, Hogan and Goldberg. You know, that's probably the hottest crowd I've ever heard in my life. That Georgia Dome crowd when Hogan jobbed to Goldberg. I don't know what Boy George's health is, to be honest with you. So, yeah, that's a weird one. Yeah, you too, highest God, Chris. Um, that's quite the screen name there, but yeah. everyone have a good day. And, I just had to go live and talk about Hulk Hogan. One of the, I mean, like I said, if I were to do a wrestling um, Mount Rushmore, I would say Hogan, Flair, The Rock, and probably Stone Cold, or Sting. Like if you want to include non WWE people, and I know Sting was in WWE for a minute, but like, um, and then you got the Undertaker as well. I mean, he's definitely up there. So Just Jenna, what else? Yeah, have a good day, Just Jenna. But if you take away, I mean, it's hard to look past the N word stuff with him. But if you just act like that didn't happen, an iconic figure in the world of wrestling. I mean, um, there's a reason he kept coming. And look at he's 71. Trump is what, almost 80 now. So, like with Biden, he's got to be close to, um, without talking about their politics, they're not. Trump is not a healthy guy, to be honest with you. So, it's I mean, Flair's got to be pretty close, man. I mean, that guy goes hard in the paint. Like when I was on his roast, um, I, I met him at 2 p.m. He had two drinks in his hand. And when I said goodnight to him at 2 a.m., he had two drinks in his hand. So, well, thank you, Queen On, for that. So, Rocky 3 was a big movie, man. Um, yeah, I mean, Flair does not look very healthy right now, but, you know, I mean, if you believe the stories that he goes to local Florida bars and just shits in his pants. I mean, Jesus. Um, Daryl, was he always Hulk Hogan or did he start with a gimmick? I mean, obviously his real name is Terry Bollea, but I think he started with Vern Gagne, and I think he was Hulk Hogan. I mean, he was always trying to rip off Superstar Billy Graham. I mean, Superstar Billy Graham was Hulk Hogan before Hulk Hogan. Um, and then, just lightning hit, MTV, Cyndi Lauper, WrestleMania, Roddy Piper. I mean, I don't like, if I had a wrestling death pool, Flair would definitely be number one. And obviously, I don't hope he goes, but you know, there's, uh, I mean, shit. I never thought I'd say this, but Lex Luger is healthier than Ric Flair right now. If I had a wrestling death pool, I'd say Flair and Brian Knobs, and I love Brian Knobs. For the record, I was lucky enough to write for him on the Flair roast. But just one of those things that part of life. I guess we all go, but I think you think your heroes like Hulk Hogan are going to live forever. I mean, Jake Roberts is. I don't want to say he's healthy, but like I think he's doing pretty well. I mean, if you're talking pro wrestlers, the guys that I would be most concerned about are definitely Flair, Knobs. I mean, you got to figure Luger internally, his body's pretty fucked up. But with DDP helping him, he might um, live for a bit longer. I'm trying to think of some other old. Arn Anderson's got to be pretty up there. Um, so I don't know. Sad day, that's for sure. I mean, I think if you're in your 50s, you and even late 40s, because you saw the NWO stuff. I mean, Hulk Hogan was a monstrous part of your wrestling fandom. Um, well, I mean, Hulk's been pretty unhealthy for hip surgeries and all that shit. Um, I don't know who Kevin Kelly is. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't really follow Jake's. I mean, I opened up for him once in LA doing comedy. It was a couple of years ago. He was pretty healthy. I mean, he looked good for what he's been through. But yeah, I mean, JR is like, I mean, and and even Tony Schiavone looks a little rough these days. And he's, I don't know if he has any health issues. I hope he doesn't. I mean, he's the voice of my wrestling childhood and adulthood, really. But it's a rough lifestyle. The traveling those guys fucking do is pretty wild. I mean, MVP told me his schedule when I was at Ontario for AEW, which was I think July 2nd. So here we are, July 24th, and he told me leading up to their pay per view July 12th, he had to fly like to 7 different states. I think he said Japan as well, and then be ready for Texas in like a 12-day period. So, it's well. Thank you, State Ranger. I mean, I didn't really know him to be honest with you. I met him once, but it's still sad. Um, oh yeah, I mean, wrestlers die. I mean, Rick Rude died. I think he was only like 40. Um, I mean, Sting's up there, to be honest with you, but I think he's pretty healthy. Um, so, you know, I don't know who Bob Cottle is, to be honest with you. How old are you? I'm 56. I mean, 56 is not, it's like I think I'm young internally. I just played a hockey game Tuesday night, and I was one of the best players out there. And I would say I was the oldest guy in this game by 20 years. So, thank you, Tyler. I mean, I do a lot of work to maintain what I have. So, I mean, look at that jawline right there. Look at that shit. That's rock solid, brother. Um, so, I mean, technically I'm old, but like my last checkup, the doctor, because I've never had a drink or a drug or cigarette in my life, the doctor literally said, "You've got the insides of a 20-year-old." So, what up, Ryan? Now, I certainly feel like I'm still sore from playing hockey 2 days later. Um, which when I was younger in my 20s, I could play 5, 6 games on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I would play 10 games a weekend and wake up Monday completely fine. Wasn't sore a bit. Now I play one game on a Tuesday night. I'm hurting. Um, so yeah, what a bummer, Ryan. An iconic figure. I mean, really one of the few pro wrestlers to do like the Tonight Show, and I don't think he was ever on Letterman, but not many wrestlers get to the level where you're on a talk show like the Tonight Show. Um, yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in my mid 20s, there was this guy I played hockey with. He was like 40, and I'm like, "Fuck, you're old." And he looked at me and goes, "You'll be there too one day, bro." Um, yeah, I mean, Thunder in Paradise wasn't awful. It wasn't like the greatest, but um, oh yeah, I mean, now I look at Sting. I mean, Sting was actively wrestling at what 62. Um, I should. Oh, thank you. That was at WrestleMania. I think it was 18 or it So whatever one Hulk Hogan came out and saved Eugene from Muhammad Hassan and Davari, the dastardly Davari. So, um, yeah, this one, it's not a great way to start the day off. So, we'll just have to, remember the good parts of Hulk Hogan. There certainly were bad parts, but, you know, oh yeah, I mean, you could die of a heart attack. Cancer can come up on you like that. Um, I mean, I knew a guy who died pretty young. He had an enlarged heart. Didn't do drugs, didn't do anything. He just, unfortunately, it was just a generic or genetic. Um, Judo Gene LaBelle. I met him at the Roddy Piper Memorial. I mean, look at Piper. I mean, I knew Piper pretty well during the end of his life. And although he certainly was slowing down, um, you know, he died at a relatively young age, 61. And it was pretty, I just hope it's not ass cancer. Well, yeah, I don't wish ass cancer on anybody. Now let me scour the wrestling sites and see if there's any good gossip on um, how he passed. I mean, I don't think there's any. Uh, you've been taking your steroids and using your slurs. Uh, I say, I guess that's. I love going on wrestling websites. The funniest comments. Here's a guy. Now, Hulk Hogan's not even been dead for an hour. Well, I guess that's three. And good riddance. Guy was a total asshole. Like, what? Um, yeah. I mean, I like the Golden Earring guitarist. Um, yeah, AJ Styles. I mean, I would have liked to see him in AEW, to be honest with you, but I'm sure they reached out to him. Um, I mean, I don't really care about someone's politics, to be honest with you. Um, you know, that's their business. I don't go into their personal lives, but it's hard to overlook. For me, it's hard to overlook the racist stuff. It's just like, fuck, man. Um, yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan, he was living the gimmick, but what the fuck? Yes, that is a young Earl. That's maybe 23 years ago. Um, yeah, They Live is iconic. Um, and one of the great. There was a lot of pressure on John Carpenter to get a hit because he had had a few bombs in a row. So, Undertaker and NXT. I watch WWE or NXT, so I don't know what the Undertaker is up to. Get him in AEW, man. Yes. I wish I could play the Rick Derringer song right now. I am a real American. I never got the sex tape Hogan did. Hey, yeah, a few people do, my friend. Few people do. So, just such a bummer, man. A lot of good memories. The good memories of Hogan. YouTube Billy Strings Real American when you're not busy. I will, William. Fight for the rights of everyone. I am a real American. Yeah, 100%. That's a fact, Jack. Um, I might have to tweet that out extraneous. That's funny. Do you hate Undertaker? No, I don't hate the Undertaker at all. He made Vince a lot. Oh man, I mean, he basically saved the company, and he saved WCW too. To be honest with you, I mean, WCW pre NWO. I mean, they were doing good, but not great. But then um, when the Hogan heel turn happened, it changed the business. I mean, it basically forced WWE to, yeah, 100%. I mean, Hogan, they all wore out their body. Um, so, you know, I mean, I wasn't really thinking of Hulk Hogan a lot lately, but I mean, I was definitely, it's kind of like, oh, I mean, I knew he was sick, but, um, oh, that's pretty cool. Well, yes, R.I.P. Hulk. Just an iconic, um, wrestling. Yeah, him on Rogan. Just wow. Pert Perkins was in the stream last night, I believe. Yeah, I mean, pain pills, roids, uppers, downers. I mean, it's the lifestyle that pro wrestlers lead. Yeah, 100% Ken. I mean, you look at, Ozzy dying, Hogan dying, and I wish I knew his name, but the guitar player from Golden Earring who sang their song, their big, um, Twilight Zone, and I think he sang most of their songs actually. So, you ugh, excuse me. Somehow. I mean, it should look at Mick Jagger, Keith Richards. They're up there. Um, so, only thing that could make things even worse, learn that JD Vance is POTUS. Well, we don't have to worry about that. I don't think. Um, I think we're okay on that, in that regard. So, well, I just got to do some maintenance. Ah, man, I was in a good mood when I woke up too. Had a good audition yesterday, and here we go. Yeah, I mean, early '70s is, it's definitely. better than most. So, I mean, like I was saying, their wrestling schedule is insane. I mean, look at Will Ospreay. I think he travels from the UK every week to do AEW, and he has to not only look good, which he does, he has to stay limber, because of his wrestling, his acrobatic style. And if he doesn't wrestle that style, it's not as exciting. So he's got to stay in fantastic physical shape, put up with, a transatlantic flight, and also fly from like Chicago to LA or whatever. I mean, it's a brutal. It just like, so, you've got to take roids, you've got to take uppers to work out, you got to take downers to go to sleep, you got to take pain pills to recover. I mean, it's just like insane what, they age their bodies probably 5 years to R1. So, well, he passed the drug test in the UFC because they wanted him to. Yeah, I don't think whey protein is in most of their diets. Oh, okay. I don't know who that is, Gagan. Big guys don't last. Look at Rich. Yeah, well, I mean, Rich Plana was like, you know, that is like he was like a human test experience. Yeah, I mean, I took what was it? I take Advil, a fair amount. I don't like jam it down my throat, but um, yes. Well, they never invaded WWF. They invaded WCW. Yeah, Big Papa Pump. I mean, look at Buff Bagwell. The guy had to have his leg amputated this week. So, um, well, I don't think Hogan was a face the last couple of years. I mean, I would say who the face of wrestling is now. Probably Cody Rhodes. Um, and in AEW, I would say Hangman Page. Um, and I'm trying to think of other who's like the go-to good guy. That's a tough one. Are you the left guy? Yes, I am the left. I'm certainly not Hulk Hogan. That is me. This is how you age. You go from that to this. Well, I mean, you have to have, yeah, I did have some great hair. And I still have most of it. You got to take uppers for the energy. I mean, just like, you look at Will Ospreay, like a typical, he flies from the UK to, say, wherever AEW is. Last night they were in Chicago for Dynamite. And he's got to work out. So he's coming off what is that, a 9-hour flight? Probably gets into Chicago, goes to sleep, wakes up, he's got to work out. And now I'm not saying he takes uppers, but like someone on that scale, and then he's, I don't know, so here we are or the day after Dynamite. He's probably got to either go back to the UK and do shows over there, or maybe he's doing another independent show because I think the AEW lets him do what he wants for the most part. So, and like I said, he wrestles a very acrobatic style. It's almost like ballet. So he has to be able to physically do that style, or he won't be as popular. Those are the best big men for sure. I mean, well, that I will say in my defense of this picture, that I just got done playing hockey. So I ran from my hockey game to the Staples Center, and I was VIP backstage because Motorhead was doing Triple H's theme song. So I was in the Motorhead dressing room, and everyone wanted to meet Motorhead. So I got to meet all those guys. So, yeah, I mean, it is too much on their heart. I mean, that's why guys, you look at a guy like Rick Rude. I think he died at 40, I believe. Rick Rude broke his back in a match against Sting. And, when the initial injury happened, Sting dove on him through the ropes. And in Japan, they had like the ring was on a stage. So there was a board that normally isn't there for an American ring. And Rick Rude hit his back, literally bended backwards, broke his back, and then gets back into the ring. Sting body slams him again, and he finished the match with a broken back. And that's what kind of caused his descent into pain pills and whatever else he was taking. Um, so, yeah, I mean, I never really got into the insane. Do you play WWE haircut? No, I don't play songs on here because my channel will get struck. So this is a music-free stream. Yeah, I mean Lex Luger, but Lex Luger is feeling a lot better. Luckily, due to DDP yoga. So, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely hurting. I mean, I'm trying to think who else. I guess if you were to do a wrestling death pool, I mean, I'd have to say, unfortunately, Flair and Knobs, who I know both. That's unfortunately probably, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Arn Anderson's, Tully Blanchard's, up there. Scott Steiner is not old per se, but, with the vitamins that he's taken, if you know what I'm saying, he's got to definitely be a candidate for, health problems down the road. I mean, look at Buff Bagwell. And, look at The Undertaker. I mean, what he put his body through, mankind has got to be pretty fucked up at this point. So it's really kind of, like if you followed wrestling in the 80s and early 90s, those guys are all in their 70s now. And, look at Sabu. I mean, he was pretty young. So, do you remember Eugene? I do remember Eugene. Wasn't he Eric Bischoff's cousin? So, it's just sad what they put themselves through. And, it's not going to get any better. I mean, the guys who are wrestling now, I mean, John Cena is slowly transitioning out of wrestling, but, and he looks amazing, but, like, his body's a wreck inside. Yeah, 100% Hi-Fi Protege. That's a fact, Jack. Uh-oh, I'm getting a text. Oh, I'm getting texts from people asking me if I'm okay. Like, I did not know Hulk Hogan. We shared one picture, and that's about it. But I appreciate people reaching out to me like he was a family member. So, Chuck Mangione died. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I was sad about the guitar player from Golden Era, or from Yeah, Golden Earring. I mean, Twilight Zone's one of my favorite songs. Um, I've also been on a real kick of that song "Forever Young" by Alphaville. Um, yeah, I mean, you know the death match wrestlers. I mean, I mean, Darby Allin is young, but his body's a fucking mess. I mean, can you imagine what Darby Allin has to take to feel good waking up in the morning? Hey, we're 50 minutes in, man. Hit the motherfucking like and subscribe button, brothers. I don't know how Mick Foley is. I mean, I see him every now and then on an episode of Dark Side of the Ring. I mean, he looks. No, that's Earl Skakel, baby doll. GCW, I go to their shows all the time, and at the Ukrainian Cultural Center, and it's they do good shows. But you look at a guy like say Joey Janela. I mean, that guy wrestles a very hard style, like very physical and demanding style. I'll guess Joey's in his 40s. Um, Leo Gunn. Earl, why did your boy Chad Zummock immediately call Godfrey for his take on Ozzy dying instead of Florentine or Norton? Make it make sense, please. I don't know. I mean, I didn't know Godfrey was an Ozzy fan, but thank you very much, Leo Gunn. I would say that Florentine and Norton are probably too busy to do Chad's show, but you know, um, I don't know. I mean, you asking me to make sense of anything Chad does, Leo, is that's a tough one. Godfrey is I don't know what that. I'm going to assume what the next word would be. Uh, oh, I mean, there's been some great um, matches, in terms of hardcore stunts. Yeah, hey, we don't do that kind of humor in here, Dominic. This isn't the Anthony Cumia show. We don't do that in here. Um, we are a very racially sensitive stream in here. And now maybe Hulk Hogan will unblock me on Twitter. Hello. I mean, Kurt Angle's fucking got to be messed up. Sandman's, it's pretty like, I mean, it's not like Sandman was at the gym a lot. Um, so we'll go another 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. And then I'm going to, yes, I mean, look at Louis Spicolli. I mean, he was a young wrestler, died, shit, he might have died before he was 40. Are you Eskimo brothers with Hulk? I don't think so. Wonder how Bubba the Love Sponge is doing. I mean, it's probably pretty sad. I mean, they had a falling out, so I think anytime someone dies that you had a beef with, there's always regret. I mean, I can't say too many comics I know that died I had a beef with. Yeah, smash that like, hit the subscribe button, and as soon as this stream is done, I'm going to do a Hulk Hogan joke and release it as a short. Share the shit out of it. I mean, I'm trying to break the algorithm here, people, and I need your assistance. I need to get billions of subscribers so I can feel comfortable in my lifestyle. No, I will not weep when he dies. I won't be happy when, you know, um, if anything ever bad happened to Jeff, but it won't raise my heart rate. You know, someone asked me about that last night. I think they were talking about Jeff and his cancer. I'm like, I'm not happy anyone gets cancer because I've seen what it does to people. But it still doesn't change what he did to me, like, and his manager. So it's like, I can separate that into two categories. I hope he gets better, and I also think he's a piece of shit. Two, one plus one equals two. Um, it's gonna be a big stage. Gonna do an R.A. Kobe. No, I'm not gonna do that kind of joke. I mean, Brock Lesnar, he's young now, but like, when he gets older, you got to figure because of the weight he's carrying around that, his body, I could see kidney failure in his future. Well, it's like when something bad happens to someone bad, it doesn't change the bad, It's like, um, like Harvey Weinstein, look at him. Like the guy is a fucking, it's torture for that guy to be alive. But I don't feel bad about it. The guy was a fucking ruined many people's lives. So I can't necessarily say I hope he gets better, but, and I don't believe his health is karma, but, I mean, you gotta feel sorry for him in that regard, the pain he's going through. But you'd also go, well, look at the pain he caused other people, so fuck him. What up, Gigon? Yeah, I mean, roast battle sucks, to be honest with you. I mean, and my friend was at the taping the other night, said there was about 100 people in the room. When I did it, the first season in Montreal, there must have been 1,000 people in that room. Um, so it's like, and it's being hosted by a guy I beat. Like, how does that make any fucking sense? Now, he's a big deal in Canada, but still, like, when people bring up roast battle and they wonder why I'm so fucking aggressive in my stance towards it. I mean, roast battle in the UK, hosted by a guy I beat. Roast battle in Canada, hosted by a guy I beat. I got nothing from the show. I mean, literally nothing. So, well, I mean, I think roast battles were good. Really, I mean, my season on TV, it jumped the shark. I mean, roast battle was really a better show before that. When it got on TV, it all changed. Because we need celebrities, we need fake storylines. Roast battle is only good when it's two people who genuinely don't like each other and they go in on each other. Or if they like each other but they got beef, whether it be couples who broke up or college roommates or stuff like that. But Jeff and Blake Griffin, I mean, awful. The Sklar brothers, awful. And the Sklar brothers are literally the furthest thing from roast battle style comics. I mean, they're good comics, but they're not roasters at all. So, yes, R.I.P. Hulkster for sure. I mean, we got another about 4 minutes, guys. So get your final thoughts in on Hulk Hogan. And, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm going to do a Hulk Hogan joke right after this. So please check out the shorts and show them love. And we will meet again probably tomorrow. I was going to stream a little later. I might stream again tonight, but I want you guys to miss me. I see these guys doing 5-6 hour fucking streams. I'm blown away by that. I see Melton and 1x2. They literally do 5 and 6 hour streams. I can't do that. I mean, we're barely at an hour, and I feel like, okay, this is enough. There's no way I could go another 4 hours. Hogan is on a perma episode of Piper's Pit now. I'm not exactly sure what that means, to be honest with you. But I'm sure it's not complimentary towards Hogan. But I will be at the Comedy Store this Saturday night, 10 p.m. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out. And we'll go another 3 minutes. So get your last minute Hulk Hogan stories in. And yes, come on out, High Five Protege. Come on out. You are. I mean, yeah. I try and be one-on-one. I can't do clips, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't know how to do them even if I wanted. And I really don't want to clip Kevin or Chad or Win by Two or Mersh or anyone else in the Dabbleverse. Like I said, there's just so many people who are more qualified to talk about the Dabbleverse. You know, than I. So that's why I don't really delve into it. Now, if you guys ask me a specific Dabbleverse question, I'll answer it. But I don't really like talking about it all that much. Will you give a handlebar mustache in honor of Hogan? I probably could do that. Yes, come on in, Jess Jenna. My birthday is September 17th. Oh, wow, Chuck Mangione. Man, what a bummer. Yeah, I really don't jump and slash. That's a fact, Jack. Ken, always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. Yeah, but these you don't know. You do enough, High Five Protege. I tell you, the one clip that you've done that's done better was the Predator one where you put the pictures in it. People really like that. What up, Deb? So everyone, thanks to High Five Protege for clipping my clips. So follow him, and if you need someone to help you with your clips, I believe High Five Protege is in business. So follow him and follow everyone. Everyone follow everyone. Follow Just Jenna. Follow ACDC. Follow William Zoom. Follow. We all help each. There's enough followers for everyone. Everyone is so selfish usually, not helping other people. I really want to grow a community that helps each other out. We can all crack the algorithm. There's many pathways for us to all be successful on YouTube. Whoa. Hold on here. Vitamin Shop is calling me. Hello? Hello? Okay. No, but I appreciate the phone call. Thank you for the good service. I'll talk to you later. I've never had that before. Vitamin Shop. Fuck yeah, I do have a landline, man. I fucking love this thing. Oh, hey, Hulk. How you doing, brother? So yes, I'll take live phone calls. Maybe I should start taking phone calls. No, that was not Jeff Ross. The last time Jeff Ross called me, this shows you our relationship in a nutshell. So I'm waiting in the original room hallway to go on. And I won't say who, but let's just say it was on a Tuesday night. Roast battle was upstairs. The last battle wasn't going well. So someone calls me to get up there and go after Jeremy Piven. Now I thought Piven was in on the joke. So I go up there, I make this big pro wrestling style entrance. Chandler, my girlfriend at the time, and her friend Allie, or she didn't talk to her anymore either. They're taping me. It's all on tape on my YouTube channel. And I go up there and start ripping into Piven, and he's not really firing back at me. And then he got so mad he wanted to fight me in the parking lot. And I said, "Let's fight right now, bitch." And I bullied him, but that's what roast battle is. A roast battle is nothing more than skilled bullying. And then Jeff calls me about 2 in the morning that night. He goes, "What was that, man? You bullied Jeremy Piven. Like, what was that? Wasn't cool." I mean, Jeff, the whole thing is a bullying show. Oh, because he's your friend, it's not cool. Fuck off. Um, I probably am jumping slash. That's a fact, Jack. Um, yes, I have a fax machine, and I'm so old school. My cell phone is rotary. Hello, hello. So, all right, you guys. This has been not necessarily a fun stream, if you know what I mean, but R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Thank you guys for tuning in. Not sure if I'll do a stream later tonight, but appreciate you guys watching and watching my other stuff. And this has been Earl Skakel saying, "I am a real American. Fight for the rights of